Welcome everyone to Strala Yoga to kick off April's National Stress Awareness Month. I'm Jen Monteleone, Interim Executive Director of the TLC Foundation for Body Focused Repetitive Behaviors. We are very excited to welcome back our friend Tara Stiles, co-founder of Strala Yoga. Tara is a best-selling author and well-being expert. She has revolutionized yoga for millions, transforming a practice so often seen as foreign, dogmatic, and guru-based into an everyday movement that supports ease and well-being. Strala Yoga is practiced in more than 100 countries. Thousands of guides lead Strala classes around the globe, and Tara shares daily yoga with thousands of people on the Strala Yoga app. Her podcast, Feel Better with Tara Stiles, explores a path of calm and harmony through the life topics of health, purpose, family, relationships, and career. She has been profiled by the New York Times, Times of India, Times UK, and featured in most major national and international magazines. Please help me welcome the fabulous Tara Stiles.
Oh my goodness. Hello.
Good morning. Thank you again for being here today and offering this amazing practice to help us feel better and move with ease. We're so appreciative of you.
Oh my goodness. I'm so happy to be here. And yes, moving with ease, we will feel better immediately. Cool thing about practicing yoga in a way, especially with ease, is you always feel better instantly. You don't have to wait for it to be over. And in every moment, you can choose to move in a way that feels best for you and supports your well-being. So it's just awesome. And I'm so excited to share. So should we get going with a nice practice?
Yeah, let's get going. I'm going to jump off and participate too, and I'll be back in a little bit to wrap up. Thank you.
Sounds great. Awesome. So welcome everyone. Thanks so much for taking some time to make time for yourself and practice this together here as well. If you're standing, something really nice to do before practice is to give yourself a chance to simply move around here a little bit in a way where you're starting to just take care of you. And this is technically a Tai Chi walk, this practice of shifting your weight and stepping, shifting your weight and stepping, starting to get your breath and body working together in a nice connected way. And this might feel different than your normal walk. We're all kind of walking around a little bit stressed or anxious or busy doing all of these things. And the neat thing about practicing this Tai Chi walk is you can really make this your normal walk, really, whenever you remember. And this kind of easygoing, nice connected movement is really what we can take through in our practice today and really in any practice that you're doing anytime. So take your time here, eventually crawling down to the ground. And there's no hurry, really. Your practice can begin whenever you decide it begins. It's not beginning necessarily on the first movement that looks like a yoga pose. So just starting to crawl down here and take good care of you. And sitting really however is best for you. It can be cross-legged if this feels horrible. Don't do it. Maybe on your hips, just with your elbows around your knees might feel nice. Maybe with your hands behind you in a big arch might feel most comfortable, or maybe on your hips might feel better with your feet back behind you. So really, one way isn't the only way. You can really choose to find a place where there's no pain, no struggle, and that's really a good starting point. When you find a comfortable place, that's a place where you can feel good instantly and also leads to more and more progress. So once you find that place to be on the ground here, let yourself roll around a bit gently. Maybe that's an elbow on your thigh or a forearm on the ground. Letting the rest of you ripple along here for the ride. Really moving from your center and let the rest of you just be carried along here easy. Let this movement start to roll you in toward a nice, calm, centered place. A little shift and drift one way or the other way eventually brings you right toward your center. And even when you find that more still, calm place, there's always that movement happening through you. There's no need to kind of hold it or be stiff and rigid here. Let your whole self soften a bit, keeping a nice movability here in your body. And let your whole self, really kind of an emotional, soften. Notice what's going on with your breath. When you relax a bit, something really awesome happens with your breath. It starts to help you even more. It starts to move you physically. Every inhale, expanding like a big globe here. Every exhale, releasing, relaxing. So physically moving you up and down and out and in. You might even start to feel a emotional movement here, letting everything be a bit more connected. And let's move here big and how reach your arms up. Bring your palms together. Plug on in here, really connect. Thumbs right to your heartbeat if that feels comfortable here. Your hands can be at your belly or just down. Whatever's feeling best for you right now. And simply notice how you feel. Don't have to do anything about what you find. If you feel any aches or pains or emotional things or tummy things, just notice. Take a big inhale. Long exhale. Let it go 2 more times like that. Big inhale. Long exhale. 1 more big inhale. Long exhale. Relax everything down easy here. Lean on over toward your right side. Let this arm fall down to the ground. Little bend in your elbow. The ground will hold you up there and open up here. Big stretch. Maybe that opposite arm goes up and over. And let yourself move around here, really, however it feels best for you right now. Maybe a little forward or side or back. If you find a place that feels a little stuck, let yourself hang out there for a bit. Breathe big. See what you find. And coming all the way back up here, and same thing other side. Just fall over gently. Open up, big stretch. Doesn't have to be the same movement you did on the other side here. Let yourself really respond to what you find right here. Really practicing listening to yourself and moving in a way that helps you a bit right now with whatever's going on. And coming all the way back up there, and let yourself come on forward here from your middle. Let your arms catch you. Head and neck can relax a bit if that feels nice. Maybe a little extra sway here. And coming all the way back up there. Keep on moving backward here until your hands just catch you on the ground behind you as you push down to lift up. Maybe your hips lift a bit if that feels all right. Gentle sway here if you like. And coming all the way back down there. A little rock a bit one way, a little roll a bit the other way. Rocking your way back toward your center here. And simply notice how you feel. And let's move here a bit more. Lean to the side, slide your legs all the way around behind you here, crawling up onto all fours on your hands and knees. And let yourself really move from your middle so you're finding the right spot for your hands and your knees by rolling around in your center. Roll around a bit here in some cat-cows or some big circles, really however feels helpful for you. Maybe all the way back into your heels might feel nice. Let yourself notice what's happening with you, any places that feel a little stuck or tense. And give yourself that time to hang out in those tight places. Breathe big. Notice anything that changes. Eventually lean yourself forward a little bit more here. Scoot your knees back and sink your hips down toward the ground, maybe real high if this is a good big stretch for you. If that's too much, don't force it. Just come on down a little bit more, bending your elbows, a little shift and drift to your side to side, easy. Draw your shoulders on your back, big inhale, open up a bit. And keeping your knees on the ground, shift up and back onto all fours here, letting this be your home base for a moment gently. Let's get into your shoulders a little bit here. Lean toward your right side, thread your left arm all the way under here. Finding a good spot to rest, maybe just right on your shoulder here is good, but you can explore around. Maybe tuck your toes and get into a nice spot there in your upper back. Breathing big. And eventually coming all the way back toward all fours here. Give yourself a chance to find this home base, this centered place. And other side here, lean a little left so there's room for that right arm to swoop on under there and find a good spot. Maybe right where you landed is perfect. Or if you want to explore a little bit more, maybe that other arm just stretches forward, stabilizing yourself on the ground there a little bit. Or if you want to go a little bit more on your upper back, tucking your toes, rolling around a bit there. One variation isn't better than the other. It's really about where you find a place that needs some help and hang there for a bit. And eventually coming all the way back onto all fours here, move your middle a little side to side to find this stable place here in your center. And crawl toward your left side here so much that there's no weight on this right foot. It can kind of slide forward there real easy and push down on the ground a little bit so that back knee can scooch back a little bit and move yourself here a little side to side so your arms find a good steady place to support you on the ground there, right under your middle. Just like when we were sitting down a moment ago, rocking your way a bit until you find that centered place. Every moment is something nice for you. There's nothing better that happens when you get to the final pose. Every moment is a point along the way that's meant to be helpful for you. Now let's move a bit here. Lean toward your left side big, and I'll pull your right side up for a nice big twist. And all the way back here toward your middle, lean right, roll everything open. One more time each side here, back through your middle, lean left, twist open. And all the way back here toward your middle, lean right, roll open. And back toward your middle here, a little rock a bit side to side to find that center. You can tuck your back toes, keeping this back knee on the ground, shift up and back toward your runner stretch here, lean a little left, and then lean a little right to find that useful, good place here. Maybe that's right in your center, nice and long in your back, or might feel better to round over this leg, or even a gentle twist around. Really give yourself that freedom to explore all around the movements here to find that right place for you. Just like a tree gently swaying in the breeze, there's no one fixed place. Eventually crawling back out toward that nice low lunge here. Tuck your back toes, keeping your hands on the ground. Lift up through your hips a bit. Walk your hands back so you're right under your middle with your arms supporting you. A little bend in your knees. Let your torso here roll around a bit. Might find something good in your back and hips, but nothing's locked here or forced. And sink right back toward your nice low lunge here. Soften your back knee down toward the ground here, nice and steady. And crawl toward your open side here. So much of this top leg slides back around, back onto all fours. And other side here, move yourself over toward your right side. So much of this left foot can slide forward there. Press down through your arms, pick yourself up a little bit so that back knee scooches back. Keep yourself moving here a little side to side. Finding this nice steady place with your arms supporting you on the ground here, easy. Even when you find a still place, there's always that movement happening. Maybe it's invisible, maybe it's your breath moving you gently. There's always that possibility where you can be moved by your breath. Letting everything be a bit more at ease. And let's move a bit bigger here. Lean toward your right side, twist toward this front leg here, big stretch. That left arm comes up and back through your middle here. Lean and roll everything open. One more time each side here, back through your middle. Lean, twist open. Back through your middle here, lean, roll open. Back through your middle here, a little rock a bit side to side to find the center. Tuck your back toes, keeping this back knee on the ground. Shift up and back toward this runner stretch here. Lean a little side. Maybe you pause right here if that's a great place. Or if you're continuing on, lean a little left, right. Find that helpful place for you. Maybe it's really long in your back on this side, or up and over, or twist around. There's no variation that's better than the other. Find that one that's feeling most helpful for you, and you've got a good spot. Crawl back out toward that low lunge gently. Tuck your back toes, keeping your hands on the ground. Lift up through your hips. Walk your hands back so your arms are supporting you right under your middle here. A little bend in your knees. Roll around a bit side to side there softly. And sink right back toward this low lunge here. Soften your back knee down to the ground really gently. Crawl toward your open side here. So much of that top leg slides back around, back onto all fours here. Move yourself so you're in this stable place here, easy. Finding your center everywhere you are. And this time, tuck your toes from your belly, lift up and back toward a nice down dog here, and put a big bend in your knees. Nothing's forced here. A little shift side to side, rocking your way toward that center. Roll on out toward your plank pose. Walk your hands a little forward or scoot your feet a little bit back here to find a steady place for yourself here. And even though this takes a little bit of effort, nothing extra here needed. Drop every bit of extra tension, extra force here. You're already doing a lot to hold yourself here, so relax everything you don't need. Now let's go a little side to side here. Rock a bit left and roll right. Side plank on your right side. Open up, nice big stretch. If this is too much, you can always lower a shin down, a little more stability. So find that best place for you. All the way back here toward your middle, other side. Lift, roll, stretch everything open. And all the way back here toward your middle. Soften your knees down gently here. Sink your hips. Back for this nice easy stretch. Maybe real high if this is feeling great. If it's not so great, come on down until you find a better place. Rolling around easy. Draw your shoulders down your back. Big inhale, open up. And keeping your knees on the ground, shift up and back. Tuck your toes from your belly. Lift up toward this nice down dog. Always moving toward a position, never arriving in one final place here. Staying movable and easy. We'll crawl up toward the top of your space here. Shift to the side. So a foot and a hand, crawl easy like a bear crawl. Every moment is a good stretch for you here. Easy crawl all the way up here. Then shimmy your hands all the way back by moving your middle a little side to side. Roll everything up towards in and keep a nice bend in your knees so there's no dizzy surprise here. Crawling up yourself. Big inhale, reach. All the way up. Exhale. Drop your arms down gently. Simply standing here, nice and centered, maybe a little rock. Front to back or easy side to side. Standing here, simply being on your center. No extra effort here. You're already doing enough to simply be right here. Take a big inhale, reach your arms up. Easy. Crawl back up and over your legs. Bend your knees as you come up and over gently here and crawl toward your right side. So much of that left leg slides back behind you for a nice low lunge here. Scoot your feet a little bit apart so you're nice and sturdy. And your legs will come up this time. Round up through your middle, tall, lift high. Exhale, nice and low here, right in the middle. Make sure you're not leaning too far forward. That'll just make it harder than it needs to be. Right in your center. Easy. Again, big inhale, lift up. Easy, crawl down to the ground here. Right hand on your thigh, left hand finds your ground. Lean into it. Twist toward that front leg here. Big stretch, open a bit. And we'll trade sides here. Right hand finds your ground. Spin your back heel down so both feet are on the ground, nice and sturdy there. Roll your belly. Everything opens up here. Nice open triangle. Gently here. We'll come up to stand here. Bend through both knees. Reach your top arm back behind you. Big inhale. Pull everything nice and tall. And then wiggle into a warrior two here. Right toes come forward. Back toes come in a bit here. So your body's right in the middle. Exhale. Open your arms out to your sides, hips sink nice and low, like a big bird gliding here gently. Letting your breath move you here. Every inhale floats you up a bit, expanding, and every exhale moves you the other way. So you're in this nice sturdy place here, using your strength, but no extra effort, no tension, no stress here needed at all. Let your breath help you. Big inhale. Long exhales. Let's move a bit more here. Big inhale, reach up, lift your hips, lift your arms. Everything comes up. Easy. All the way back out. Two more just like that. Wait for your breath to pick you up. Gliding here, easy, all the way back out. One more time, big inhale, pulls you up tall. Easy, all the way back out. Tip on back, reverse, lean back. Nice big stretch here. Take this front leg with you and side angle, bend with your knees like you're being pulled forward. Rest this forearm right on your thigh, like on a coffee table here. Reach your arm up and over toward your front. Roll your belly open here, lean back. Let's do that again here. A little bend in your knees. Reach your top arm back. Big inhale pulls you up tall. Easy. Sink back low. Warrior two. Tip on back, reverse. Lean back. Nice big stretch here. And side angle. Bend with your knees. Wave up and over. Rest this forearm gently. Back arm pulls you up and over. Roll your belly open. Lean back a bit. Low lunge here. Turn your middle down toward the ground. That left hand finds the ground and that right hand gently here. Soften your back knee down. Give yourself a moment to rock a little bit side to side, finding this easy stretch here. Letting your breath move you right here. And crawl toward your open side here. So much of this top leg slides back around, bringing yourself back onto all fours here. Give yourself a chance to roll around a bit here, maybe back into your heels, moving, however feels helpful to you. Unwinding, opening up. Simply practicing taking good care of you. Eventually we'll meet in your down dog, no rush. Tucking your toes from your belly, lift up and back toward that down dog here. Nice bend in your knees. Move yourself here a little side to side from your middle. And keep that movement happening and transitioning to an easy crawl up toward the top of your space there. Nice bear crawl on up here. Hang over, easy bend in your knees, relax. Gently round yourself up towards standing. Use your hands on your thighs here to crawl up yourself. Big inhale, reach tall. Stay standing here. Drop your arms. Easy. Letting yourself simply be steady here. It's kind of amazing, simply standing without any bit of extra effort. Noticing your breath helping you. Notice how you feel. Take a big inhale, reach your arms up. Easy, all the way up and over, right back down here. Crawl toward your left side, slide that right leg way back, nice low lunge. Put your feet a little bit apart so you're steady here. We'll come up to stand, little bend in that back knee, roll up through your middle, lift tall. Easy, sink nice and low. Maybe a little lean back here so your body's right in the center. Just like that again, big inhale, lift. Easy, crawl down your left hand on your thigh as you come down. Right hand finds your ground, lean into it, twist toward this front leg open, big stretch. Trading sides here, bend through your knees, left hand finds your ground, spin your back heel down, roll your belly, everything opens up like a nice big flower. No end point there, just opening. Let's come up to stand here, a little bend in both knees, reach your top arm back behind you, big inhale, pulls everything nice and tall. And then wiggle into a warrior two here. Turn your left toes forward, then wiggle your back toes in there so your heels back behind you. Exhale, opens your arms out to your sides and sinks your hips nice and low, easy. Once you find that stable position here, bring your attention back to your breath. Even though you're using some of your strength to be here, letting your breath be your big helper and sustaining and making every moment fresh and easy. Inhale, pulling you up. Exhale, releasing, relaxing. Moving a bit more here. Big inhale, lift everything up. Lift your hips, lift your arms. Easy. All the way back out, warrior two. Two more just like that, like a big bird gliding. That inhale turns into an exhale and moves you the other way. One more time, big inhale. No end point there, just a change in your breath back. Tip on back, reverse, lean back. Take that front leg with you and then side angle, bend with your knees. You've got room to move. Rest your form right on this thigh, back arm pulls up and over toward your front and roll your belly open. Lean back a bit here. Let's go for that again here. A little bend in your knees, reach your top arm back, big inhale, pulls you up high. Easy, all the way back, warrior two. Tip on back, reverse, lean back. Nice big stretch here and side angle, bend through your knees up and over, rest your form gently. Back arm pulls you up and over, roll your belly open, lean back. Low lunge, turn your middle down toward the ground. That right hand finds the ground, lean into it. That left hand finds your ground. Soften your back knee down. Easy, letting this be a nice home base for the moment. Breathing big. And crawl toward your open side here. So much of this top leg slides all the way back around, finding yourself back onto all fours here. Rolling around a bit, some nice cat cows or easy circles or back into your heels. Finding a nice resting place here, maybe hips back into your heels for a child's pose here. If that doesn't feel so great on your hips, back, knees, anywhere, finding a more cozy place, maybe sitting up here is nice. And simply notice what's happening with you here. Take a big inhale. Long exhale. Relax here. Lean to the side. Come on down to your hips here. Slide your legs out in front of you a little bit. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Give yourself some space between your hips and your feet there. And before we go forward here, crawl yourself back like a big wave opening. Maybe hang here for a little while or let that pull you up and over toward your front. You've got this whole horizon of forward. Maybe it's better for you to crawl around one side or toward your other side. Let yourself really move from your center so the rest of you is just being pulled along for the ride here, rather than kind of just stretching from your fingertips as far as you can go. Move from your middle and you'll find so many more wonderful places than just that one possibility of straightforward. Just like a sunrise or a sunset is happening across the whole horizon. You've got all of this as you're forward here. Eventually rolling up from this one. Lean back a little bit, grab a hold of this right leg, maybe just here your foot and right above your knee, a little rock might feel like a big stretch. If you need a little bit more to feel something, drawing your foot into your elbow might feel nice. If that gives you any pain in your knee or anywhere, it's not better or more advanced or awesome. Just find that place where you feel a good stretch, but there's no pain. And lean a little bit back here, slide your bottom leg out from under you on the ground there. Big inhale, give the shin a squeeze. Exhale, bring it in here, real snuggled in close to you. Big inhale, pull this left arm up. Exhale, draw it around your leg. One kind of nice option is just sliding your elbow in front of your shin, giving yourself a nice kind of lift up, or maybe holding your knee, or if it feels better to sneak your arm outside of that leg, that may feel good for a twist. But if that feels kind of crunched at all, just back it up a little bit and find a more open place to spin around here. And eventually unraveling, same thing around toward your other side here. So let your middle move and your arms find a place to support you from what's happening from your center all the way around. Eventually come back to your middle here, lean back a little bit. It might feel nice to bring your foot on top of your hip crease there. If that feels anything other than amazing, forget about it. Just bring it on down like a tree pose on the ground is perfect. And crawl yourself back here. Big inhale, open, make some room. Nice big arch back, a little bend in that extended leg. Hanging here or easy up and over into the horizon of forward here, around one way or toward the other way here. And this foot can be flexed or relaxed or stretched a bit, really however feels most useful. If you're flexed and that feels really tense to hold it, just let it go a little bit. You'll find some more interesting places. Eventually rolling all the way from this one here. Lean back a little bit. You've got this left leg forward. Grab a hold of that heel and right above your knee for a little rock here, nice and long in your back as well. Or if you need more to feel something, slide it in a little bit more, but it's not better here. Just like cooking, add a little spice if you need it. If you don't need it, you don't need to add it there. And lean a little bit back here, slide your bottom leg out from under you there. Big inhale, squeeze. Exhale, bring your foot on the ground, real snuggled in close to you. Big inhale, pull this right arm up. Exhale, wrap it around here. Maybe you do this elbow inside of your elbow, shin lift, or maybe holding that leg or sliding your arm outside, really letting your arm position respond to what's happening in your center here. Easy around. If you feel crunched in your shoulders, just back off where your arm is. That'll usually give you some more space. We're looking for more space inside, not less space. Easy around here. Same thing, other side, unwinding. Big inhale, lift. Gently all the way around. And come back through your middle here. Lean back a little bit. If it's nice to slip your foot right into that hip crease, it may feel awesome. If it feels not good at all or just a little bit not good, just bring it down like a tree pose. Crawl yourself back. Big inhale, open, make some room. Nice big arch. Hanging here for a while. Or letting yourself be pulled forward from your middle, like somebody's pulling from your belly on your t-shirt, cruising around here, around one way or toward the other way there. Really searching for tension places or any place that pulls your attention. If you're a little interested in a spot that you find, let yourself listen to that, a little bit of interest. Doesn't always have to be a pain or a soreness or a stiffness. It could be just some reason, some little intuition. Oh, that feels interesting over here. Let me go check it out. Just getting a little bit more sensitized to what's happening with you. Just practicing tuning in so it becomes a bit more easy all the time. Eventually coming all the way from this one here, lean back a little bit, stretch both legs out in front of you, a bit more there, just long there from your center, and crawl yourself back, lean back, open, big stretch. Maybe hang there a little while or let yourself be pulled on forward. And a nice little trick is bringing your arms underneath your legs here. Keeping your knees a little bent may feel really nice, or keeping your knees a little bent and crawl around a bit one way and a bit toward your other way. Even if your legs are straight, not having them really locked and tense there, just relaxed and rolling around your middle a bit. Or finding one place and breathing there is great too. Hanging here longer if that's nice for you. Eventually cruising on down to the ground here. Carry your knees along with you for the ride. Bring your hands to your knees. There's no back situation here. Just taking good care of yourself as you go. And this is a nice one here. Grab a hold of your knees. Let your legs fall away from you. Maybe a little wiggle here for your shins on down and your feet and ankles relaxed. Should feel pretty nice, like the top of your head is lengthening away from your tailbone there. I'm hanging here for a little longer if it's nice to hug in your knees a bit or a little rock side to side. Maybe a gentle twist one way for a while and the other way. Really, anyhow at all that's nice to unwind before we rest for a bit. Here's a nice, easy plow. If you bring your hands to your thighs and kind of bring yourself up and over, keeping your knees soft. Really something good for your shoulders, but nothing forced here, pushed. You don't need to have straight legs or be in one position here, but just rolling around, letting your hands connect with your thighs and your upper arms on the ground. Just easy. That doesn't feel interesting or good. No need to go for it here. Letting yourself simply move around here to unwind any last bits here. And whenever you are ready to relax here, just stretching out a bit, maybe feet together or legs out. You can't do this wrong. Maybe arms out might feel nice for your shoulders. If that feels too intense, maybe hands on your belly, on your center. You can change positions in a breath or two if that feels like a big pull. Just change positions. And let everything rest for a bit here. Feel free to rest here longer if you like, or start to make some easy, gentle movements. Maybe a nice stretch or hugging your knees in. You roll onto your side if you like. Eventually we'll meet back up sitting here, but no rush at all. Taking good care of you every moment, every movement along the way. Pulling your way back toward a nice, steady place. Letting yourself gradually find your center. Notice your breath here, moving you every inhale. Expanding like a big globe every exhale. releasing, relaxing. Notice how you feel. Take a big inhale, reach your arms up. Bring your palms together. Plug back in here. Thumbs right into your heartbeat, or hands to your belly, or simply down. 3 breaths here. Big inhale. Long exhale. Twice more. Big inhale. Long exhale. Once more. Big inhale. Long exhale. And simply notice how you feel. And thank you so much for practicing here with me, with everyone. Hope you feel a little bit better. And just remember, you can do this anytime. Doesn't have to be an hour or even 30 minutes. You can just crawl down to the ground, roll around in a nice place here for yourself. Watch your breath move you, and then carry that into everything else that you're doing, so you can feel better and take that good energy into all of the awesome things that you're doing. So thanks so much for having me here and practicing, and see you soon.
Thank you, Tara. That was a wonderful practice today that really brought comfort and ease. We are so grateful for you giving of your time, talent to our community to be here and present with us today to kick off National Stress Awareness Month. So saying thank you so very much to the amazing TLC staff for planning this opportunity to gather today. Thank you. And to all of you for being here today, thank you as well. Don't forget to help us by completing the post-event survey, which is now linked in the chat. We thank you again for joining us. We wish you a very easy and stress-free April, and look forward to seeing you again back here, hopefully next week. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much.